Seat one, I definitely want a good strong top arm. Bottom arm is bending a little bit. I like the rotation. Just sitting up a little bit too much. I want you to lower down into the water to get the setup. What's up? Too much tension on the right shoulder.
If you look at the bottom arm, it pretty much goes all the way high to her shoulder. That's actually working too much more than what she can do. If she can just rotate out.
Stay lower to the water, right?
To the water,
yeah, on the recovery.
Skim to the water almost. That will allow her to use that less.
Good.
The bottom shoulder.
Come in, blade angles to negative. Cool.
That's probably a product of the top arm being too high.
Okay.
Number two.
Row two.
Go ahead.
Row two, I think stroke length needs a lot of work, so got to pull further back, further to the hip is what I prefer. Also using your arms to bend to pull the stroke instead of using your body to sit back up with it.
I think the body should move a little bit more.
Yeah.
So there should be more use of the hip thrust, more on the legs rather than look at her top arm is just staying on top.
Yeah.
And that may not last long on a very tough competition.
Yeah. Row three, I'm liking the rotation. I see the right shoulder really going forward. However, the left shoulder I think could be a little more relaxed. It looks a little stiff on the left shoulder.
If you look at the left hand, bring me up, coach. If you look at the left hand, it actually bends to her forehead.
Yeah, too close.
Before it stretches out, and that's the product of that. That's what causes that sudden drop of that top arm, general top arm.
Yeah. Sitting back a little too much. Yep. Very nice. Four. Too much with the down motion. Yeah.
I think the angle of the blade, if you look at the angle of the blade, I think it stays negative by slowing down.
I'm also wondering if the paddle might seem a little short for her.
It's probably short.
Yeah, okay, so maybe extending the paddle here would be good.
You should try a slightly, maybe an inch or two longer.
An inch or two longer. That way you'll catch the water better. I'm seeing hinge, but I'm not seeing lowering down into the water. I just want to see a little more body motion down into the catch. I think that'll give you more pressure to work on.
Like putting your body weight more on the blade. Yeah?
Correct, yeah. Right now it's just very arm heavy instead of body weight heavy.
Right.
Next row. This is the tan hat. Definitely armed, yeah?
Definitely a lot of pulling with the right biceps.
Yeah.
You would see it with a lot of those muscles engaging on the arm, rather than lengthening the range of motion from what she can. She has long arms, so she can really reach far.
Yeah.
And pull further back to the follow through of that pull.
Yep.
I think if she just buries that further down the hip, it will be a good bottom arm.
Yep. I think top arm also might be a little too close to the forehead, so being able to extend that, but we'll need to add the rotation to get that length.
Correct.
Okay. All right, next. Which row? Black hat?
Next one, I would say right off the bat, the top elbow is dropping, like pointing down towards the return.
Yeah.
What that does is it gives more work on your top arm, especially in a very competitive race piece. And then it will also cause you delay. Rather than just rotating that top arm or the entire body to put your body momentum to the catch.
Yeah, and both arms are not engaging the water at the same time. I think your top hand is a little late on your right hand catching the water. So your right hand's already putting the paddle in, and then you put in the top arm pressure into the stroke. So needing to sync up your stroke a little bit. But I think it's mainly due to your elbow dropping down very low on the recovery.
Right.
Which elbow? Oh yeah, the top elbow. The top elbow is coming back. Oh, both elbows coming too far back. Yep. Cool. All right, next.
One, lady in a red jersey.
Yep.
You actually can see that she has a good reach. I would just say that because she's returning with the bottom arm too high, not instead of it should be more of a J around. That will allow less of the bending of that biceps on the exit to the return. I think that will be more efficient, especially if you're in an OC1.
Yeah.
It will cause less bounce of the boat, if you're on a one-man canoe. So more rotation.
Yeah.
Opposite side rotation for the top hand. Right now, opposite side rotation.
On the left side, yeah? On our left side, yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like on the top hand, I feel like you're pointing down with your wrist a little bit, so it would be good to stiffen the top wrist up.
Realize, oh, okay, I see.
I actually want just the top hand to be stiffer, but the arm is good, the position's good. I also want deeper catch in the front. I feel like it's a little shallow, right? And I feel like you can get deeper. You got the hinge, just gotta lower your shoulder down towards the water to get a little deeper.
She's already pulling before.
Already pulling before you entered, yeah. Cool, next up we got teal.
Too much of a hinge.
Too much of a hinge and also not pulling back far enough.
Yes.
Um,
More rotation through stroke.
To put something positive there, I do like her top arm.
Oh, yeah. Top arm strong.
Especially on that berry on the catch.
yeah,
I think it's just that she's counter productive just by overhinging.
yeah,
Rather
overhinging.
than focusing on going into the water with that hinge. So put the hinge to the rotation.
Yeah.
That will bury the blade first before bouncing her body.
And I think if she pulls further back, there'll be more glide and more power from the stroke too.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
If you just pull about 3 inches to the back,
To the back, yep,
let the follow through work. That would
yep.
be more efficient.
Cool. Last row.
Gotta reach more.
Last row's got to reach more. Both arms are bent even at the setup. I want the arms at least a little more extended. Aim a little further forward.
That's true. Again, same thing. I think she's releasing it like almost a choo-choo train.
Uh-huh.
But if they try to give it a little bit of rotation through the catch,
Yeah.
then that will prevent that little umbak from
Yeah.
happening.
I also think the top hand, the elbow is coming down too much. It's a lot of wrist action versus driving it from, yeah, the bottom hand as well. Yeah. You want to be a little more solid on both the top hand and the bottom hand to connect with the body. Right now it's all arm movement. The body's kind of rocking, but it's not really adding weight to it.
All right.